The social perception of tattoos brings about many opinions and is a very important issue when it comes to appearance in the workplace. Tattoo artist Marcos Valencia describes a common belief about tattoos in a professional setting.
You know, as long as we came from tattooing and stuff like that, from since the 40s and 50s, and you know, it was really, really taboo. It's still a little bit taboo now. You know, like some places still won't hire you. You should really think about what tattoo you're gonna get, but not just because it's gonna be on your body, but what you're gonna do in life with yourself. You know, do I want this tattoo? What if I get this job I really want? Are they gonna hire me because I have this tattoo? So it's a lot of things going.
Ben Saylor talks about his first tattoo and the things he thought about before getting it.
Well, I thought about where I wanted it, and that was really important to me because I know that in the business world, a lot of times tattoos aren't, you know, recommended. But at the same time, I wanted it to be a place where people would see it, and where, you know, where people would see it, and I'd get the opportunity to tell them about it. And I also wanted it to be a place where I would see it regularly. But at the same time, I can also cover it up when I want to. So that was probably the main thing I was thinking about.
Senior Coordinator for Career Services at the University of Arizona, Laura Tesso, talks about going into a professional setting with tattoos.
It all depends on the industry. So if you're going into a very conservative or applying to opportunities with conservative companies, you want to be very aware of what they're going to be looking for. So they are going to be looking for your physical appearance and your presentation. So this means to them that there should not be any visible tattoos. That includes any piercings. So you want to make sure that you remove those piercings. Now, if you're going into a relatively liberal, kind of laid-back industry, then that's probably okay. But regardless, you need to know who your audience, who are you targeting.
Business owner Marty Rivera says that in some workplaces, such as his automotive shop, tattoos are an everyday thing.
Tattoos in our industry is pretty much a common given. The majority of technicians already have them. We don't discriminate against that or anything like that. Basically, all we look for is the ability of them being able to provide a job service to us, to what they can do. So it's never been an issue with our company.
Marcos Valencia talks about the caution he takes in tattooing his customers.
Some tattoos I won't do, like, and that's just me. You know, other tattooists, you know, if they feel comfortable doing certain tattoos, and that's cool. We're allowed to tattoo minors under 18, parents' consent. But like again, I'm very picky on who I tattoo. The legal age is 14 and up. I only do 16, depending if I want to do that 16-year-old. 17 I'll do, but as far as 14 and 15, I don't really want to do anything with them. And the minor has to have like a really good idea, has to be in a good place. I mean, for me, preferably. So like, there's times where they come in, they want this, or something I don't agree with, and I just look at the parent and the kid, I'm like, I'm not doing it. So I wasn't always like that, you know? Like, if somebody brought their kid, I'm like, yeah, I'll tattoo him. I wasn't all like that, but then like after a while you start looking at, you know, things in the media, you know, you start looking at your own children and stuff like that, you know. I end up growing a conscience, which I really don't like, but I have a conscience now, so. So yeah, it's like, you know, especially with kids who are going to high school and this and that. I'm like, you know, why you want to do that? You know, you're still going to high school. You're going to get a nice career and stuff, and then you're going to get the career you wanted, and then they're going to turn you down because you have a certain tattoo, you know.
Laura Tesso suggests caution and thoughtfulness when getting a tattoo.
I would simply ask them to think about the possible repercussions, if any. If it's an expression of who they are and how important is it to them to express this about themselves.
Ben Saylor discusses his plan for a future and his hopes that his tattoo will be acceptable.
As time goes on, I think getting a tattoo isn't so rebellious as it is a statement, and I think the statement I'm making is not a statement of a rebel or somebody who's trying to go against the grain. You know, I think the statement I'm making is just kind of a statement about who I am, and it's a positive thing, and it's a tasteful tattoo. And I think what's important though is if a business professional was going to ask me about it, I could explain what it meant, and it wouldn't be like, so it was some drunk night in Cabo. Like, I got it fully conscious and talked to my family about it and talked to my friends about it. So I made the conscious decision, and if I have to, I can wear a long sleeve shirt, and it's not a huge deal. So.
Tattoos seem to spur a unique form of individuality and may not necessarily prevent a person from getting a job or being taken seriously, but are still a permanent decision that requires much analysis.